Hey, welcome back to the Hart Trailer Sports Desk. I'm Steve Ross, joined by my special guest today, the great NRHA professional Luca Fappani. Luca, thanks so much for stopping by.
No, yeah, appreciate it. I'm excited to talk about some great runs.
Now we're just about to wrap up the the third section of the first go round. We only have about 35 horses left to go. Luca, it looks like if the goal is to make that top 75 and punch your ticket to the semifinals, you've done that 3 for 3.
Yeah, so far so good. All three horses I'm very happy with. Two of them I trained, one from the very start and one from a couple months in of the 2-year-old year, so that's super satisfying. And then the other one's a catch ride from my dad, which has been tricky in a different sense, but I still found the right buttons and was able to get them shown, so I'm super proud of all three.
Well, I know it's exciting as a young trainer. You feel like this is your first year. This is my team. Like I've put
Right.
this together. I've, for the most part, started them and trained them. People underestimate that that's a long process to get to here, isn't it?
Absolutely, and coming into your first year as your own business is a whole lot different than going into your first year as an open rider under someone else. They already have that program set up, and it's a whole different story when you have to go off your own that's just getting set up. So to have two come from that program I started the year with 4, and to have two within the top, I think 30 here in the first go, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty exciting. Let's look at some of your work. This is one of the 3 that your highest mark so far going to be your fantasy 74s across the board. Had to feel good about this ride, huh?
No, this mare's spectacular. She shows so good. There's those horses that you walk in the pen and you know it's going to be work, and there's those that you show for the first time and you know that they're going to help you out, and she has always shown better than she rides. So my right turn can be better there, but then the left, she turned really big, +1, and the rest was smooth sailing. She was really, really good. Nothing to complain about.
Now, you come from a program, we saw your dad showing one out of Joe's Jeans. We saw where Casey has made a living showing the progeny of the great mares he's had. Are you already thinking on a mare like this? Let's have babies out of her one day.
Yeah, absolutely. So she was owned by one of my clients, and then I had another client that had the goal of starting a breeding program and having the top level. And we went and tried to buy one outside, and I said after a few weeks, I said, this is the best thing I've got, and they might sell it. So if you want to get in the big stuff, this is how you're going to do it. And luckily, it's worked out really well so far.
Boy, semifinalist already, a feather in her cap. You got to feel like your chances are good to get to the finals. I know the mental prep going through. The weather has been rough this week. Has it made it any harder to get these horses schooled when it's so cold and windy?
My horses have taken it really well, but I mean, even the short walk from the Super Barn to the new Coliseum, I mean, you're shivering. I mean, it is really, really cold. And we're lucky this year that the Adequan's not being shown in, because there's a lot of people doing a lot of good work in there in the controlled temperature. And if we were outside in the wind of the outdoor, it would be a lot harder. So it sucks that the show's not the way it would have been, but it is helping us prepare our open horses.
It really is, and I love this pen over here. We got 38 runs, over 220 at this moment. Let's look at some of those highlights from today. Luca, if you can stay with us for a minute. Here's Wade McDonald on CC Rosemary. Came in, knocked out at 223. Fancy. Wade just seems to be putting it together on a consistent basis now, doesn't he?
Yeah, here's another guy that's in that young trainer position that's really needing to make what he's got work, and I think this is one entry, and he's putting himself right in the running.
Boy, he has an eye for a pretty horse, too. I know for guys like you, doesn't matter if they can do the job, but when you got one that looks like this, it just, I feel like, gives you a little extra oomph, so good luck to him. Cade McCutcheon on the next kid again had a little rough luck earlier in the go-round, but punched his ticket with a 222.5 to the semis, and this horse looks so physical turning and stopping.
Yeah, Cade is so good at taking one later in the year. I think he got this one after Ardmore just over a month ago, and making it work for him. So really clutch of him to come through on his last ride and put himself in the semis.
He's really a smooth showman. This run survived a review. I know there was some nail biting there, but turned out to be penalty free, and so good luck to him. Here's Pete DeFreitas riding once again for a double run farm. I know it's a special connection for him, and Pete's another guy that, I don't know if we call him young anymore, but he has really raised his game and a consistent finalist in this building. That's an accomplishment for any rider.
Yeah, absolutely. He's always been there, but here lately he's really, and a lot of these are seemingly homebred by Double Run Farms, so he's definitely got a good connection with that program. They've been having a lot of success.
I was happy to see it. And here's our defending champion, Casey O'Rourke. I know it's got to be a monkey off her back just to know she's going to get back to at least the semifinals. The pressure of being the defending champion. Do you get to see any of this run? It was big.
No, I didn't get to see this run, but, she's been putting a lot of work in with this horse all year. He was on the road at the Cactus Classic already back in March, so he definitely has the seasoning, and it looks like it paid off on this run.
And for you top-level riders that have these good 3-year-olds, you're gone so much. You almost need to take those 3-year-olds on the road with you, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's become so popular. I mean, everyone likes to get those horses seasoned, but these days when there's more shows than ever and we miss so much time in general, they're on the road a ton. It's almost turning into the cutting.
Yeah, it really is. These shows are so time-consuming. Luke, I know you got a lot to do. We'll let you get out of here. We're going to check the leaderboards. I'm not going to speculate on a bubble right now with 30 to go, but there is a logjam at 218. There are 7 of those. As those get pushed down, it's going to take a 218 and a half to make the semis. So 218 is a number you're going to want to keep your eye on. Right now, you're good, but there are a lot of players left. You look at the level 4 right now, you see Gabriel Borges still atop the leaderboard with that How Dreams Are Made with a score of 226 for Carla Harden. Excited for those folks. Casey Deary on Bellissimo, the royally bred beautiful stallion that had a little trouble, to be honest, and still pulled off a 225. Big run there. Andrea Fappani on America's MVP with a 224 in 4th. Jason Van Landingham. Guns-R Vintage had the lead there for a while by the late, great Guns-R for shooting. You know you're going to hear from him. And then Casey Deary on Maverick Buzz the Tower. Another solid ride. Looks like Casey will have 3 going forward. Andrea with 2 had a little trouble earlier on the one out of Joe's Jeans by Patriot. Just looked like fell out of lead and broke gate, but we will see him at a lot of big Reinings coming. In the level 3 open, Rodrigo Nieves in a Vintage Kiss with the lead. He set himself up great for the level 4 semis. Danny Tremblay, Tom McCutcheon, Martin Muhlstetter, Gennaro Lindy, all in there and in the level 2 right now. Currently, our leader is Rodrigo Nieves. I love these young riders when they're all 4 levels eligible, can get that big horse. They can really catch a big paycheck that year. In the level 1 right now, our current leader is Douglas Oliveira with all 2s. Now, I believe he's an assistant at the Deary Ranch. Is that right?
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with that name.
Thank you, Luca. But great to see Nike Bell in there, Vivian Kincaid, Nikki Tyndall, and Alex Case on America's Lawman with a 218. This is the level 1 guys, and they're putting up some big scores. So we will have on the NRHA's website tonight, we will have the bubble scores in all 4 divisions. We'll let you know who's going to the semifinals. We'll tell you everything that happened here in the level 4 in which those 75 riders go on to the next round. And we'll set the table for you for the non-pro first section of the first go-round coming up next. Luca Fappani, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck in the semis.
Thanks a bunch, Steve.
All right, for Steve Ross at the Hart Trailer Sports Desk, saying so long, everybody.